Good morning students. So now today we are back with the exercise 1.2. I hope you understood the question number 1. Now let me see question number 2. Now in a question number 2 there are 5 parts. The question is check the injectivity and the surjectivity of the following functions. That means we have to check it is a 1-1 or 1-2. Okay, if it is 1-1 then I know yes it is 1-1. So let me start with the question number 1. So question number 2 here 1. 1 is a function f from n to n. First is the given as function f from n to n given by f of x is equals to x square. Now the question is true that this function is 1-1 and onto. Okay, we have to check it. So let me start with it. First, let x1, x2 belongs to n. And f of x1 is equals to f of x2. We know students the definition of the 1-1 function that whenever we have to check the 1-1, what we will take? F of x1 is equals to f of x2, and then we come to the result that x1 is equals to x2. So let me start f of x1. So what is our function defined? X square. So f of x1 will be x1 square. Similarly, f of x2 will be x2 square. Now, as our x1 and x2 belongs to n, the set of the natural numbers, obviously x1 and x2 are the positive numbers only. That's why it will give that x1 is equals to x2. Because x1 and x2 belongs to n. So therefore, f is 1-1. Now, let me have to check the ontoness. So for ontoness, what we have to check? Two things we are having. We can consider when element from the codomain n and we prove that there exists some x in the domain such that f of x is equals to y. Second thing, we can find out the range of the function and we can check if the range of the function is equals to the codomain. If yes, then function is onto. If no, then function is not onto. So I am using here the second method. So here range of the function f. Here the range of the function f is equals to. So what can be the range? What is the function? F of x is equals to x square. So n is equals to, we know that 1, 2, 3, so on. So if x is equals to 1, then f of x will give us 1 square, that is 1. If x is equals to 2, then f of x will give us x square, that 2 square, that is equals to 4. Then 3, then 9, so on. So here you can see student, this is not equals to n. This set is not equals to the set of the natural number. Therefore, f is not onto. So it is true. First part that f is 1-1 but f is not onto. Similarly in the question number 2, the second one is the function f from z to z. Okay, here they change n to n. At the place of n we are taking z, the set of the integers. Now we have to prove is the function is 1-1 or onto. So when we are taking z, remember, so let me understand second one also. Here first you can note down in your notebook. Let me start with the second. For the second, what we have, it is the same function z to z. So let me start with the first. That function is 1-1 or onto. So x1, x2 belongs to z. Now f of x1 is equals to f of x2. That means x1 square is equals to x2 square. So what we will get here? If x1 square is equals to x2 square, then we have two possibilities. First x1 is equals to minus x2, or we can take an example. Here we prove it is not 1-1. Let 2 n minus 2, which is belongs to z, obviously Then f of 2 is equals to 2 square, that is equals to 4. F of minus 2 is equals to minus 2 square, that is equals to 4. So here what we have, 2 is not equals to minus 2, but f of 2 is equals to f of minus 2. Therefore, f is not 1, 1. As you can find out that these elements are distinct but their images are same. So function is not 1, 1. Second one is onto. So onto for onto is I am again finding the range of the f. So what can be the range of f? If the value is 0, then 0 square will be 0. If x is equals to 1 or the minus 1, then square will give us 1. If x is equal to 2 or minus 2, square will give us 4 and so on. So here which is not equals to z, therefore f is not onto. So you can check for the second question. It is easy. As from z to z, f of x is equals to x square. The question is, we have to check that our function is 1, 1 or onto. So for 1, 1 we have found that we are finding two distinct elements whose image is same, okay, which gives us the same value, and this does not satisfy the 1, 1 definition. Therefore our function is not 1, 1. Second thing is the ontoness, and again I have checked range of the function. The range of the function is 0, 1, 4, so on, which is not z. That's what it is not onto. So I hope you understood the question number 2, second part. Now for the 3, 4 and 5 that I am giving to you for solving, you may solve it by yourself. So we can continue the next question, that is the question number 3. You can note down the question number 2, second in your notebook, and third, fourth and fifth is your work. It's you can do by yourself. Now question number 3. So let me start the question number 3. You can see in your textbook what is the question number 3 and try to understand the question. If you understood the question properly, then there is no problem in the solution. So please read the question twice before solving it. So let me see the question number 3. Prove that the greatest integer function f from r to r given by f of x is equals to greatest integer, that is in a square bracket x, is neither 1, 1 nor onto. So we have to prove here that the greatest integer function is neither 1, 1 nor onto. Where what is the greatest integer function? That is the less than or equals to x. Students, we have seen the definition of the greatest integer function in 11th class. Again I am repeating the definition of the greatest integer function. Okay, this is known as the greatest integer function. And how it defined? Less than or equal to x. So first let me recall the definition of the greatest integer function. So that means if we find out the value of f of 1.2. So f of 1.2, that means the greatest integer of 1.2. So what it will be? Less than or equal to x. So which integer is less than 1.2? That is 1. Right? If we write down the integer which is less than 1.2, so then it is a 1. If I find out f of 2.3, then it is the greatest integer 2.3. That means the integer which is less than or equals to 2.3. So it is not any integer which is equals to 2.3, as it is not an integer. So we have to consider the small integer, which is the next before the 2.3. So before 2.3, that is 2. If I write down here f of 0.9, then your answer will be, yes students, 0.9. So the integer smallest to 0.9, that is the 0. If I write down f minus 1.2, minus 1.2, so now it is minus, okay, minus value is a negative, so therefore which one is the smallest integer? Less than minus 1.2 will be minus 1. No, there is a minus 2. Okay, minus 1.2, then it is a minus 2, because here 0, then here minus 1, then this is minus 1.2. So this value is a greater. So minus 2 will be the answer. So now this is the greatest integer function. So here we can see that the greatest integer function always gives us the value integer. So that's why let me start with the question number 3. I hope you recall the definition. So let me write down the question number 3. The greatest integer function f from R to R, where f of x is equals to greatest integer x, that is less than, that is equals to the integer less than or equal to x. So let me write down first x is a 1 1 or not. So for 1 1 you can take 2 pair. So let x1 is equals to, I am taking 1.2 and x2 is equals to 1.35. Okay, so like what is the f of x1? Then f of x1 is equals to greatest integer 1 by 1.2. That means the integer which is less than or equals to x. So less than integer is a 1. Here f of x2, that is the greatest integer 1.35, that is again 1. So here what we are getting, x1 is not equals to x2, but f of x1 is equals to f of x2. Therefore f is not 1 1. So now you clear, students, how it is not 1 1? Because there are 2 elements. Actually you can find out there are infinitely many elements. You can take any number, any real number between 1 and 2, then you will get the value 1 for each and every number. Okay, so here f is not 1 2. Now onto, for ontoness what we will do? We will find out range of the function. Now range of the function. Now range of the function we start from the, as it is gives only the integers. So range of f will be, we have minus 1, 0, 1, 2 and so on. For every real number, the greatest integer function gives us the value of an integer, and that's why its range will be the set of the integer which is not equals to r. Therefore f is not onto. Okay students, so you understood how to show it is a 1 1, it is not 1 1 and not onto. So therefore the greatest integer function is neither 1 1 nor onto. So therefore our greatest integer function is neither 1 1 nor onto. I hope you understood this question. Now again please note down the question in your notebook, so then we can start with the next question. So now student, our question number 4 is, a function f is given as a modulus function, and this function defined from R to R is a real valued function. So real function, so f of x is equals to modulus of x is defined as x for all the x greater than or equals to 0 and minus x if x is negative, if x is less than 0. So So this is the definition of the modulus function that we know. Now let me find out that this the function is 1 1 or not. So what we can do for 1 1? For 1 1 is what we are doing. Yes, we are taking two different elements from the domain and finding the image of it and finding the value of the function. If the value are same, if f gives us the same value, then the function is 1 1. So let me start with this. Here, let x1 is equals to minus 1.2, x2 is equals to 1. So what can be f of x1? The modulus of minus 1.2, that means 1.2, and f of x2 is equals to modulus of 1.2, positive, then positive. We know that always modulus gives us a positive value. So here what we are having? Here x1 is not equals to x2, but f of x1 is equals to f of x2. Therefore, f is not 1 1. Then we are taking two different elements and showing that the image is same. Therefore, function is not 1 1. Next is the ortho. So what we can do for the orthogonal? For orthogonal, again I am repeating the same thing, that we can take any element in the codomain, take any negative value, then we can show that there exists some value such that the modulus gives us the negative, which is not possible. Therefore, it is not onto. That is the one way you can do. I am taking the second one, that is the range of the function. So we can know as range of modulus function is all positive real numbers. Okay, as we know that modulus gives us the positive, therefore the range is all the positive real numbers. So what can be the range of f in the notation? This is all the positive, r plus union 0. 0 is also included there. So r plus union 0. But you can see here all the negative real numbers are excluded. So this is not equals to r. And therefore f is not on. So our answer is the function, the modulus function is neither 1 1 nor onto. So with this, the question number 4 is over. I hope you understood how to prove the function is 1 1 and onto. Okay, if you have to ask that it is not 1 1, then you can consider any two elements and find the image. If image is same for different element, two different element, image is same, then function is not 1 1. Onto, if it is not onto, then just to find out the range of the function. If the range of the function is the same codomain, मतलब कि अगर r मिल रहा है यहाँ, in this particular case, if range of f we find out r, then function is onto. But you can see it is not r, that's why it is not onto. And therefore the answer is the modulus function is neither 1 1 nor onto. Now students, next question is question number 5. So what they have asked in the question number 5, show that the signum function f from r to r given by f of x is equals to 1. You can see in your textbook, f of x is equals to 1 if x is greater than 0, 0 if x is equals to 0, and minus 1 if x is negative, is neither 1 1 nor onto. So in this case again, you have to prove it is not 1 1. So for not 1 1, what you will do? Yes, you will take any two element from the domain. So domain is R. So from R, you can consider 2. I can take x1 is equals to 1.2. Okay, and x2 is equals to 23.2. As we know that signum function gives us that कि अगर हमारा x पॉजिटिव है, then what will be the f of x? It will be the 1. So for this true value, f of x1 is equals to 1 and f of x2 will be 1. Or you can consider two negative numbers and then you show that it is f of x1 is equals to f of x2 is equals to minus 1. And then you can prove it is a 1-1 function. It is not 1-1. Similarly for the onto, what we will do? We will find out range of f. So function में defined है आपके पास that the range is -1, 0 and 1. उसकी वैल्यू नेगेटिव के लिए -1 आ रहा है, पॉजिटिव के लिए 1 आ रहा है एंड फॉर 0 इट इज 0. So your range of f is -1, 0 and 1 and therefore your function is not onto as range of f is not equals to r. So question number 5 you can note down by yourself. Okay, in the proper manner as we have written here. For question number 4, first show it is a 1-1 and then show it is onto or not. If it is not, then write down that function is neither 1-1 nor onto. Similarly, signum function, for that we have to do. Question number 6 is easy, only to show it is 1-1. So you can do by the Venn diagram or directly, you can do that. Now remaining is question number 7. So the question number 7 we will see in the next video. For today we are stopped here with the question number 4. Question number 5 and 6 is your homework. You can do it by yourself. Okay, till then please study well and have a nice day.